It seems like there may be as many ways to experience psychic ability and intuition as there are different people. Some of us have had experiences and thought of them as mere coincidences. We've had the opportunity to speak with one woman about an experience she had, and here's what we heard.
The one way that I have used intuition in my life is with Reiki. Reiki is a healing modality that uses your energy, and it is a part of laying on the hands. When I was in Germany, I went there to work with a group of women that their husbands were in the military. They invited me over and to teach them Reiki. And in practicing it with them, I went with each one and I worked over their bodies. One person particularly was having problems with headaches. In doing Reiki with her, I assessed her body. And when you assess the body, it is with the hands. And you'll go over the body from head to toe. And as I was assessing, I felt no energy blockage in her head area. But as I was going down the body, I felt it in her pelvic area. And I went back over it again, and then I finally laid my hands there. And as I laid my hands there, I felt as though an inner voice told me that was a tumor in that area. It was found that she had a blockage in her area, and it was a tumor. Intuition is a part of our everyday life. We don't always recognize it. We hear that little inner voice and we just pass over it.
Most of us would like to be more psychic, particularly if we could use it to help solve problems or be a bigger help in the world. There's a need for reliable programs that teach psychic ability as a natural skill of the human mind and as a part of our innate spiritual connections. Carol Ann, what can a person do to get started?
Besides taking our workshops, Edgar Cayce suggested that they do a 20-day telepathy experiment where you and I would participate. You do something, I'd try and tune into you for 20 days. And he suggested that. It's in the reading, so you can get the information there. Also, I would suggest to people to say to a friend of yours, I'd like to try and do a psychic reading for you. Do you have a picture in your wallet? And take a picture of someone in their wallet, someone you've never met, and just look at it and begin to make up a story about them. Well, you can tell a lot from what's in the photograph, you know, by the way a person stands and the way they're dressed and so on. So use that, the intellectual, the visual observations with intellectual deductions about, well, this person appears to be, you know, rather carefree, etc., and then just let your imagination go and make up a story about it. I would say that's like an open sesame. I'm going to make up a story about this person. I've been giving readings for almost 35 years, and today, when I sit down to give a reading, I also have that impression. I'm making up a story about this person. And then the feedback I get tells me this person, you know, it wasn't a story, but it felt like that to me. So just let it go, because if you think you have to be psychic or intuitive, that's like pressure. I can't do that. She can, he can maybe, but I can't. But if you give yourself permission to say, I'm going to pretend and imagine, then, okay, it doesn't matter if it's right or wrong.
Sounds like one key is trusting your imagination.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yeah. And one of the things is the feedback. As you are doing this with someone, say, please give me feedback. Is that correct? Oh, it is. Oh, that isn't correct. What wasn't correct about it? And you learn a lot about how your own ability works and also what you're skilled at.
These practical steps can help us to get to know our own intuitive potential, and we can dispel the many fallacies and confusions about ESP. Psychic information can be likened to the advice that we get from a trusted friend. It's not always accurate, but it's worthy of our careful consideration. Perhaps most importantly, psychic experience is a reminder of our deeper existence as souls. It acknowledges our connection to each other, the earth itself, and a higher being. The message that comes from personal psychic experience is the underlying oneness that links all of life. That's the foundation we need to build upon for a new millennium.